giving them support. Ladies and gentlemen, the prelude to the National Day celebration is about to begin. Please take your places and let's prepare to enjoy the performances. Distinguished guests, friends from home and abroad, good morning. I'm Huang Xiaochun. I'm from Yilan on the East Coast. I'm introducing myself using an Yilan accent to remind myself to be grateful to my hometown, Yilan. I'm Zhou Kai. I'm from Taichung, but I now live in Taipei. I grew up in Taiwan, and I love Taiwan. I'm proud to be Taiwanese. So am I. I'm delighted to celebrate the 2022 National Day with you here in front of the presidential office. From the bottom of our hearts, let us offer our best wishes. Happy birthday to the Republic of China. This year, we have faced international challenges and the COVID-19 pandemic. Due to our people's discipline and efforts, the situation in Taiwan has been relatively more stable than in other countries. The theme for this year's National Day is defending the nation together. When we face adversity in the international arena, we hope that everyone on this beautiful island stands united to protect our homeland so that Taiwan becomes more prosperous and resilient. You can see that the flower arrangements on the stage are so beautiful. They were created by the Council of Agriculture and Taiwan Florists Trans World Delivery Association. We also have many students from finishing schools to attend to our guests. Instead of wearing red as in the past, they are wearing refreshing white dresses this year. Indeed, the dresses they are wearing were designed by Taiwanese designer Justin Zhou. His use of images of the foremost and clouded leopard, woodpecker, and cherry echoes with the National Day theme, defending the nation together. This year, our live stream broadcast is also available in Taiwanese, Hakka, indigenous languages, and Eastern Min. We invite friends from around the world to join us in celebrating our nation's birthday. Chairman You Xi-kun of the National Day ceremony has arrived. Please join me in welcoming President You. Chairman You, please take your place and enjoy the performances with us. Welcome. The prelude program will now begin. First up is the Pakelang album group. Pakelang comes from the Ami indigenous language. It means celebrating after work has been completed. It was first sung in 1996 by Ami artist Difang Tuwana and the Falangao singing group. Later on, Jiang Jingxing and the second-generation Falangao singing group performed it in the Ami language in a completely different style, accompanied by rock musical arrangement by the Chairman Band. The vibe is completely different now. Let us give a round of warm applause to welcome the Chairman Band, Falangao Singing Group, New Century Culture Arts Group, and Fuling Elementary School baseball team, who will be bringing us Pakelang Double 10 celebration.
The
album package is designed by Li Zhenghan and Yu Wei. It is based on the Malan indigenous community on the East Coast. It shows the shape of the coast and mountains, which is also a profile of a face. The album won an award for Best Recording Package at the 64th Grammy Awards. The visiting song and farewell are accompanied by a dynamic dance performed by the New Century Culture Arts Group, reminding us of the vitality of life.
Oh, yeah.
Next up is the inspiring theme song for the 16th Intercontinental Cup, Chase, Chase, Chase. It reminds the Taiwanese people to keep working hard. The Taipei Fuling Elementary School baseball team won the Asia Pacific Championship and the right to play in the 2022 Little League World Series after a 12-year hiatus. The team went on to win 3rd place in Williamsport. Like the song Chase, 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 the team inspires us to bravely pursue our dreams. Let's hope their performance gives us courage and confidence.
相信自己就会有奇迹，坚定信心向前行，要提起白的力量，有梦想就追，勇敢的人，自信的飞，让变做天公伯的看，永远都。
Thank you, Pakelang Album Group, for your super performance. Up next is the ROC Joint Military Marching Band and Honor Guard. The performance is in line with the National Day theme. It will demonstrate the solidarity and commitment to defending our homeland among our armed forces. Let's welcome them with a warm round of applause. The military and people protecting the homeland together. Distinguished guests, coming before us are the Ministry of National Defense Symphony Orchestra and the ROC Joint Military Marching Band, comprising the Army, Navy, and Air Force. They are the top professional arts and cultural groups in our armed forces and usually perform at major national celebrations and military ceremonies. Each year, they perform at the National Performing Arts Center, winning widespread acclaim. You are listening to Marching in Defense. The music was composed by Sergeant Li Zhenzhi of the Army Marching Band based on the National Day theme. With this majestic melody, the Joint Military Marching Band will demonstrate the Taiwanese people's commitment to defending their country. Next comes the ROC Honor Guard. They represent the pride, glory, and enormous strength of our armed forces. The Honor Guard performs at important military celebrations and national celebrations. They also perform at the National Revolutionary Martyrs Shrine, National Chiang Kai-shek Memorial Hall, National Sun Yat-sen Memorial Hall, Sihu and Daxi Mausoleum. The changing of the guard ceremonies is an impressive show that is widely known around the world.
营队长，空军上校刘光荣报告，操演开始。操演开始。
The national flag is a symbol of our country. It represents the spirit of sacrifice shown by our revolutionary martyrs. Because of them, this national flag now flies high over this land of freedom and democracy. The music is composed by Sergeant Li Yuchuan of the MND Symphony Orchestra. It covers such themes as vigor, dominance, and courage. It symbolizes our military's courage and determination to protect our homeland. It also shows their creativity in both cultural and military arts. Through trials and tribulations, our nation has grown in strength and prosperity. This double 10 team formation of the Honor Guard marks a commemoration of the sacrifices made by our martyrs. With a heart of sincere gratitude, we wish the Republic of China a happy 111th birthday. The Honor Guard represents the strength and vitality of our military. Its members work in unity and concerted effort to complete every important task, nurturing a sense of honor in the belief that the best is yet to come. They represent loyalty, righteousness, and courage. Our military maintains combat readiness and enhances self-defense capacity. We seek to increase our defense and combat capabilities and ensure regional peace and stability. Together with the capacity to mobilize reserve forces, we strive to complete all military missions and build an invincible bastion. United, we stand strong. Resolute, we grow even stronger. The recent pandemic has tested our strength. The police and fire departments, medical professionals, civil society, and military have worked together with the government to protect our homeland. Next, without musical accompaniment, the Honor Guard will offer us a wide-ranging rifle drill. This will demonstrate the rhythm the team has forged through intense training. Let's enjoy. This year, unlike years past, we have for the first time Guard members offering left-handed maneuvers, further testing their unity and concentration. Please give them a warm round of applause. working together as one, such as the ROC Joint Armed Forces Honor Guard. A warm round of applause for them, please. The next musical act will be a selection by Sergeant Li Zhenzhi of the ROC Army Band. The Joint Armed Forces Band will transport you right to the front lines through a bombastic musical performance. The power, bravery, and will of our armed forces are brought to life. The military is on the front line protecting the nation. It is the point of the spear defending the homeland. To the nation, we owe sincerity. To the people, to the nation, we owe sincerity to the people ourselves. We give our time in service. We love the people and help them. We defend their welfare. In the face of any challenge, day or night, wind or rain, we give our all defending the homeland. The M1 semi-automatic is the standard military issue rifle with the bayonet. It weighs in at 5 kilograms. Special care and attention are needed when handling it. This performance involves a certain level of danger. Please give them a warm round of applause. The military trains hard day and night, a professional force not seeking war, but prepared for it, ready for, not shirking from, a fight, taking responsibility for defending our territory. What you are hearing is an arrangement of Never Retreat, a song by Richie Ren. We train hard to steal our fighting ability and become an unbeatable contingent. We never shrink from our duties. We fearlessly defend sovereignty, never yielding an inch.
Taiwan enjoys democracy, but we must not forget our roots. 100 years our forebears spent laying a firm foundation. We will do our duty and continue our glorious history. We transform and grow stronger, like a beautiful butterfly, as we work together for this island. The Joint Military Marching Band spreads out as wings in a double 10 formation. This symbolizes the people taking flight and the Republic of China creating a resplendent future. Today's exercises are about to end. The Joint Military Marching Band wishes everyone good health and every success, as well as prosperity, to the Republic of China. For this year's National Day performance, the officers and enlisted in the band have undergone strict training in the heat and in the rain. Their unstinting dedication, their sweat and tears are evidence of deep patriotism. Every one of them has made a never-say-die commitment so that the citizens of this nation can enjoy today's flawless performance. Thank you for your support. We will continue to improve so that we may bring you even more glorious performances. Let's thank them very much for their wonderful performance. They must have practiced very hard. Next, we have a Tainan traditional performance. Lion troops from Xinan, Liaoxing'an-gong, and Wuzhu Lingguangchi-gong, and a crane troupe from Shuzaijiao-Baoan-gong will perform grassroots militia folk martial arts troupe protecting the people. Ladies and gentlemen, we now see the performance, which includes children in headscarves and carrying colored balls. Aren't they cute? The two little lions are interacting with the sacred beast in the central area. They look so cute. One of the lion performers is only 8 years old, yet he performs so well. Over there are other children dressed as immortal cranes moving in lively fashion. The white cranes are interacting with a 100-year-old living national treasure, He Guo Zhao, showing off Kung Fu. 100 years old, he's truly amazing. The troupe is now coming up to display some martial arts, weapons, and fighting techniques. We all know that Tainan is a cultural wellspring. Traditional beliefs and customs remain alive here. Tainan's parade formations are promoted by the Tainan city government, and they have also been recognized by the Ministry of Culture. On the right, we have lion performers, and on the left, cranes, and before us, even more lions. They are all symbolic of defending the nation together. Martial arts troops were once a kind of civil defense. Today, they show the power of religion to dispel evil. What a lively performance from our Taiwan traditional formation performers. Such great energy. Ladies and gentlemen, please give them a round of applause. Now we have a group of women whose energy comes alive in a mix of beauty and martial skill. Truly, they embody the idea that we must all defend the nation together. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have an acrobatics display. The type of pole they are using is 4 meters long and weighs 8 caddies. It is said to be able to capture demons. The tools they are performing with are difficult to work with. It requires years of training. Aren't they amazing? What we are seeing now is a traditional parade formation, the tornado spiral. The performers will also form 3 number ones to wish the Republic of China a happy 111th birthday.
Now the players will form a traditional 8 trigrams pattern set to drive away evil spirits and defend the territory. Now they are forming a double 10 pattern in honor of this special day. Last, the lions and cranes come together and pay respect to each other. Together, they perform and express a wish that this ceremony be a success and that the Republic of China be prosperous. Once again, thanks to the Tainan troops who come from afar for their impressive display of traditional art. Next, we have the Taipei First Girls High School Marching Band, which has a long history. They will give us a youthful and energetic musical performance. Members of the marching band excel in their studies, their character, and throughout life. Changing formations and through smooth movements, they are going to show feminine strength and flexibility. The band has won many national high school competitions. They have also performed in many countries around the world. Moreover, they are often asked to perform at National Day, New Year's Day, visits of foreign dignitaries, and other major celebrations. The song you're hearing is John Philip Sousa's Manhattan Beach. The quick tempo matches the difficult moves. That's right. First Girls High School has developed a new formation especially for today's event. Not only is it beautiful, it shows the trust the members have in each other. Next, we have a silent drill. They're performing without music and rhythm. This shows how well-trained and in sync they are.
The
third song is Stronger by Pakelang, which quotes Nietzsche, who said, "Whatever doesn't kill me makes me stronger." This shows a will to survive. That's right, and through continuous practice, the group shows how they have overcome difficulties. Next up, we'll have Hey Jude by the Beatles. Hey Jude is a song that is a great encouragement to move on from tough times. It has a simple melody. We hope that all citizens will work for love and peace even in tough times.
最后即将以气势磅礴的铜管乐器搭配女神卡卡的
with the song Edge of Glory by Lady Gaga. This song symbolizes our ability to face challenges with strength and determination. Thanks to the Taipei First Girls High School performance. Now, would everyone join me in welcoming His Excellency President of Palau, Surango Whips Jr.
His Excellency Surango Whips Jr., President of the Republic of Palau, welcome to Taiwan.
Let's offer another round of applause to thank our guest for joining us today. Next, we have a short film. Our military never sleeps but is always defending the nation. We thank the military for your sacrifices working on the front lines. Please join me in looking above us as the Brave Eagle training jet and 2 F-5 fighters fly over the stage.
Now we welcome the Joint Military Marching Band and Honor Guard to join us again. Please enter. The National Day ceremony will begin in 1 minute. This year, we invited 7 representatives of the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard, as well as the Matsu Islands Children's Choir to sing the national anthem for us. It is also being simultaneously sung at the Dongying Command Center. Lianjiang County Council Chief Zhang Yongjiang and other local representatives are also singing with us. And in a third location, Zuoying, naval personnel on the Tajiang corvette will also sing with us. A big thank you to Zhonghua Telecom for making this happen. We will see a CH-47 Chinook escorted by the Apache helicopter to fly by with the national flag. The Republic of China 2022 National Day ceremony will now begin. Please rise. Chairman Yo, please take your place. Music. Singing of the national anthem. We will now bow 3 times to the flag and image of Sun Yat-sen. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, please face the flag. Singers, please salute. Honor Guard, please raise your guns. Distinguished guests, please bow. Those wearing hats, please remove your hats. 1 bow. 2 bows. 3 bows. You may now put on your hats. Chairman Yo, ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. Chairman Yo Xi-kun will now deliver his remarks. President Whips of Palau, representatives and members of parliament from our diplomatic allies and friendly nations, the Japan-R.O.C. Diet members Consultative Council delegation, overseas compatriots who have returned for National Day, our heroic troops who protect the nation, anti-pandemic heroes safeguarding our health, fellow citizens, good morning. Today is the 111th National Day of the Republic of China. As chairperson of the National Day celebration, I welcome you all. Like me, I am sure you are all glad that we can finally start moving towards a normal life after fending off the COVID-19 pandemic for almost 3 years. The heavens really have blessed Taiwan. On behalf of the organizers of the ceremony, I would like to pay my respects to our nation's soldiers, police and firefighters, diplomats, medical personnel, and all those who have assisted anti-pandemic efforts. Thank you for working around the clock, night and day, to protect our people and country. Because of you, we do not fear military coercion from our hostile neighbor. Because of you, our people are able to live stable and happy lives. Because of you, we can hold such a grand National Day event today. Now, let us express our gratitude with a warm round of applause. Thank you very much. Taiwan has experienced 3 transitions of power between ruling parties. Thanks to the efforts of all Taiwanese people, our democracy and economic performance have received increasing recognition worldwide. The Democracy Index 2021, released this February by the UK-based Economist Intelligence Unit, Taiwan ranked 8th among 167 countries and regions and was highest in Asia. In the Freedom in the World 2022 report, also released this February, Taiwan was listed as a free country, and we received a score of 94 out of 100. We ranked 17th in the world, side by side with Iceland, an advanced democracy. Taiwan ranked 2nd in Asia. Last National Day, our theme was a democratic alliance making friends around the world. We wanted this theme to solidify the consensus among our people. Through concerted efforts over the past year, we have received a total of 246 members of parliament from 8 non-diplomatic allies, including the United States, Japan, France, Sweden, Lithuania, Slovakia, Germany, the Czech Republic, and the European Parliament. This year, we have not only made more friends, but also elevated our friendships to alliances. Democratic countries have shown stronger, steadier support for Taiwan. For example, at the end of last year, Japan's former Prime Minister Abe Shinzo emphasized that an emergency for Taiwan is an emergency for Japan and the Japan-U.S. alliance. U.S. President Joe Biden also reiterated his government's rock-solid support for Taiwan. This shows that a just cause receives much help. This year, our National Day theme is Defending the Nation Together. We hope this will also become a consensus among our 23 million people. We want peace. We hope there will never be war. But peace cannot be achieved through bowing to pressure. To deter any country that might want to invade Taiwan, we are prepared for conflict, but we do not seek conflict. We are determined to strengthen our national defense and self-defense capabilities. This will stop others from overstepping any boundaries. At the beginning of this year, Russia invaded Ukraine. It was like a clap of thunder from a dark cloud. Just as spring thunder wakes hibernating creatures, it was like a wake-up call for democracies around the world. In stark contrast to the Chinese Communist Party, which has remained silent on Russia's brutal invasion, democracies have showered Ukraine with support. As we say in Taiwan, when plants grow together, they form a blanket of green. While authoritarian wolf warriors are still snarling, bullying, and using various methods to exert their influence internationally, democratic countries have united in support of freedom, democracy, and free and democratic Taiwan. This July, accepting invitations from the parliaments of the Czech Republic, Lithuania, and France, the Legislative Yuan formed a cross-party delegation, which I led on an official visit to 5 parliamentary institutions in those 3 countries. On the trip, we were received warmly with diplomatic ally-level protocol. Upon hearing this, the Taiwanese people were very touched. The members of parliament who received us expressed appreciation and recognition of Taiwan's democratic accomplishments and resilience. They were impressed that Taiwan has been able to develop world-renowned trade and technology capabilities despite facing long-term intimidation from its hostile authoritarian neighbor. These examples have shown me that even though different countries have different customs and traditions, we can understand each other very easily. This is because we share the common language of freedom and democracy. On the behalf of the Legislative Yuan, I would like to thank our people. Once again, we have created a democracy that is praised worldwide. I also thank our diplomats for working tirelessly on the front lines around the world over the years. And I especially thank President Tsai Ing-wen for her leadership in allowing democratic Taiwan to move forward with confidence. Taiwan is praised as a model for democracy around the world. But one thing always bothers me when I am interacting with parliament members around the world. That is, among the 193 member states of the United Nations, 182 of them have voting ages of 18. Only 11 member states are exceptions. Surprisingly, Taiwan is at the bottom of the list, just like those 11 countries. In order to follow global trends, this March, the Legislative Yuan passed the 3rd reading of a constitutional amendment proposal with a strong cross-party consensus to lower the voting age to 18. All 109 legislators who were present that day voted in favor. It was the first time the Legislative Yuan had passed a constitutional amendment proposal since 2005, 17 years ago. According to the Constitution, this proposal must now be submitted to a referendum at the end of the year for it to be completed. This will not only realize generational justice, but also fulfill a mission for our young democratic nation. Here, I would like to call on all Taiwanese people to vote on November 26th in favor of the constitutional amendment to lower the voting age to 18. Please tell all your friends, family, and neighbors to do the same. Throughout Taiwan's democratic history, there have always been courageous young people who have made key breakthroughs at critical junctures, leading reform and improvement in society. Jiang Weishui founded the Taiwanese Cultural Association when he was 31 years old and started the Taiwanese Cultural Enlightenment. The 27-year-old Lai He followed Jiang's lead and devoted himself to social movements. Throughout his life, he fulfilled the spirit of fighting for justice when the rights of the people are not respected. Together, they inspired a whole generation of noble fighters and sowed the seeds for Taiwanese people's desire for freedom, democracy, and human rights. This laid a solid foundation for Taiwan's strong democracy. Young people are the future of our nation, and our people's resolve is the best form of defense. Protecting the nation together is our shared responsibility. As democracies around the world strengthen their support for Taiwan, as Taiwan faces endless bullying from the Chinese Communist Party, we must solidify our people's resolve to defend ourselves. We must support youth participation in politics and deepen the roots of our democracy. I thank all for safeguarding the universal values of freedom, democracy, and human rights. To conclude, I wish prosperity and success to the Republic of China, Taiwan. May we enjoy lasting relations with our friends and allies. I wish good health, good fortune, and bright prospects to all our people. Thank you very much.
The overseas compatriot representative will now deliver her remarks. The chairman will now introduce the overseas compatriot representative. Overseas compatriot representative Su Zhen-ho is a senior advisor to the Overseas Community Affairs Office. She was originally from Jiayi, Taiwan, and now lives in Thailand. She currently serves as top advisor to the Taiwan-Thailand Parliamentary Friendship Group, advisor to the governor of Lions Club's International District 310D, supervisor of the Thai-Chinese International School, honorary advisor to the Taiwan Association of Thailand, and advisor to the Thai-Taiwan Business Association. Madam Ho has long served public interest and overseas compatriot communities, winning the OCAC's Yushan Professional Award in 2019 and Formosa Professional Award in 2021. She is well known and highly respected in her country of residence, Thailand. She has made outstanding contributions to helping the government promote diplomatic and overseas community work in Thailand and raising Taiwan's international image and visibility. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Madam Su Zhen-ho. President Tsai, Vice President Lai, National Day Celebration Chairman Yo, ladies and gentlemen, friends from the worldwide expatriate community, good morning. Today is the 111th National Day of the Republic of China. At this time of joyful celebration, the overseas expatriate community shares in your excitement and joy. On behalf of the global expatriate community, I'm honored to extend my sincere congratulations, wish our nation a very happy birthday, and wish good health and peace to our compatriots in Taiwan. With the world entering the post-pandemic era, the government is leading the nation with a new Taiwan model to achieve normal life, active disease prevention, and steady opening up. It has continued to improve domestic medical capacity and promote diverse stimulation measures. Balancing pandemic safety with economic growth has allowed businesses to expand with confidence and the Taiwanese people to live and work safely and contently. Over the past 2 years, thanks to the joint efforts of the government and the population, Taiwan's overall performance in pandemic control has won the attention and acclaim of the international community. The global expatriate community shares in that pride. In addition, the global environment also faces challenges. To assist domestic industrial innovation, transition, and impact response, the government has striven to maintain economic momentum. It has continued to promote the 5+2 Innovative Industries Plan, 6 core strategic industries, and 3 major programs for investing in Taiwan. It has also established the Ministry of Digital Affairs, aiming to build a digital nation and a smart island, making Taiwan a key force for global economic development. Taiwan must actively engage with international society and fulfill its obligations and responsibilities as a member of the global community. To further deepen international economic and trade cooperation, the government has actively sought membership of the CPTPP. Together with the U.S., Taiwan has launched the Taiwan-U.S. Education Initiative and the U.S.-Taiwan Initiative on 21st Century Trade. It has also given full backing to the EU connectivity strategy. Trade volume between Taiwan and EU southbound policy partner countries hit a historical height of $149 billion in 2021. Having lived in Thailand for a long time, I deeply appreciate how hard the government is working. I believe Taiwan is willing and able to make an outstanding contribution to solidify the global democratic alliance. Virtue is never alone, it always has neighbors. On the foundations of Taiwan's achievements in pandemic control, the economy, and science and technology, the international community has continued to support Taiwan in many ways. In June, the G7 Summit Joint Communique reiterated the importance of cross-strait peace and stability. In August, U.S. House of Representatives Speaker Nancy Pelosi visited Taiwan in the biggest breakthrough in Taiwan-U.S. relations in 25 years. In addition, high-level delegations of key political figures from European countries, Japan, and diplomatic allies have continued to visit us. This demonstrates that Taiwan can strengthen cooperation with like-minded countries globally and establish a resilient line of defense of democracy and enhance Taiwan's international standing. The expatriate community around the world will always stand with the government of Taiwan. We have long actively spoken up for Taiwan in the international community. We have supported Taiwan's return to the World Health Assembly and participation in various UN activities. We promote expat diplomacy. This year, with the outbreak of the Russia-Ukraine war, the overseas expatriate community launched a variety of activities to help the Ukrainian refugees. These put Taiwan's compassion into action. Internationally, they create a virtuous cycle. Recently, China threatened Taiwan militarily in disregard of cross-strait stability and security of the Taiwan Strait. The expatriate community always has Taiwan in our hearts. We pledge to stand with Taiwan to face future challenges. At this critical juncture, I appeal to the global expatriate community and Taiwanese nationals to work together in unity and focus our energies to defend Taiwan's territory, sovereignty, and democracy. May Taiwan continue to shine brightly on the world stage, and may it be a respected and supported country. Finally, On behalf of the global expatriate community, I wish continued prosperity and success to the Republic of China, Taiwan, health and happiness to President Tsai, and peaceful lives, contented careers, and harmony and good fortune to the people of Taiwan. Go, Taiwan!
请大会主席代表全体与会人员恭请总统莅临会场。
Chairman, on behalf of all present, please welcome the President to join us. National Day Tribute.
A big thank you to the National Choir and the National Taipei University of Education Choir for an excellent performance. Today, the sign language is being presented by interpreters Li Zhenghui and Ding Lifen. Ladies and gentlemen, the President has arrived. Please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, you may take your seats. The President will now deliver her remarks. National Day Celebration Chairperson Yo Xi-kun, President Serango Whips Jr. of the Republic of Palau, distinguished guests, dear friends, and my fellow citizens watching on TV and online, good morning. Today is the 111th National Day of the Republic of China, and the 73rd National Day since the Republic of China government relocated to Taiwan. For more than 2 years now, fighting COVID-19 has been our country's greatest challenge. That is why I want to begin my remarks today by thanking all my fellow citizens who have worked hard for our pandemic response and have helped one another through this difficult period. Each of you has played a heroic role in these efforts. The atmosphere on this National Day is very different from that of the past 2 years. In 3 days, border restrictions will be loosened, and Taiwan will resume normal exchanges with other countries around the world. This step also signifies that we are emerging from the shadow of the pandemic and moving toward life as normal. For more than 2 years, the COVID-19 pandemic has deeply affected the whole world. We remember and grieve for our fellow citizens who have passed away due to the pandemic. Their passing reminds us that there will always be room for us to do better. But thanks to your cooperation and solidarity in looking out for one another, Taiwan's pandemic prevention efforts have earned global recognition in comparison with many other countries. As we have brought the pandemic under control, Taiwan has enjoyed stable economic growth. That, together with our development strategy directed toward innovation and transformation, has helped resolve our long-standing economic stagnation. As most economies around the world slowed, Taiwan's grew at a rate of 6.57% in 2021, our best performance in recent years. This year's International Institute for Management Development World Competitiveness Yearbook also ranked Taiwan 7th worldwide for competitiveness and first for total R&D personnel per capita. The fruits of Taiwan's economic development have also been reflected in our public revenues. In each of the 4 years since 2018, our central government has recorded annual budget surpluses of more than 100 billion NT dollars. Last year, that figure reached a record high of almost 300 billion NT dollars. The stability of our public finances has, in turn, given us more resources to invest in infrastructure, boost scientific research, strengthen strengthen national defense, and construct a more well-rounded social safety net. These accomplishments were possible because of the work of all our fellow citizens. As President, I want to thank all of our guests and leaders from across Taiwanese society here today. I also want to thank the 23 million people of Taiwan for your participation in our democracy and contributions to our nation. Instead of holding us back, the pandemic has helped the world see Taiwan's resilience. Not only did we manage the spread of COVID-19, we helped Taiwan take a step forward and made our country a better place. But just as in baseball, being able to turn one inning around does not mean the next one will be a walk in the park. Having come through the outbreak of the virus, we know that our next challenges will be even greater, requiring a calm and collective response. The post-pandemic world order is in a state of rapid change. Countries across Europe and the Americas are suffering from inflation and the resulting economic downturn. While inflation in Taiwan is still at a controllable level, we must nevertheless prepare for the developments that might be triggered by a global economic contraction. At the same time, global supply chains are still undergoing restructuring. Though Taiwan already holds a key position in the fields of semiconductors and information and communications technology hardware and software, we must quickly catch up in other fields to ensure our strong footing. In addition, disasters caused by extreme weather events remind us that we must build mechanisms for rapid response. Aside from economic developments, we must face other challenges as well. Russia continues its war against Ukraine, while China's military activity in the South China Sea, East China Sea, and the Taiwan Strait undermines peace and stability in the Indo-Pacific region. We absolutely cannot ignore the challenge that these military expansions pose to the free and democratic world order. These developments are inextricably connected with Taiwan. With Taiwan a part of this changing landscape, we cannot leave things to chance. Instead, we must stand up for our democracy and prepare prudently and sufficiently to respond to any possible contingency. Looking back, we can see that we were able to weather the challenges of the pandemic precisely because of Taiwan's resilience. Over the remaining 2 years of my term, we will continue to resolutely uphold our 4 commitments. We will also enhance the resilience of 4 key areas: our economic and industry, social safety net, free and democratic government system, and national defense. The work of making the Republic of China Taiwan a more resilient country is now our most important national development priority. The foremost task in creating a more resilient country is building a resilient economy and industry that can stand firm amid global headwinds and adapt to changing global trends. The most pressing of such economic trends are global inflation and the resulting financial contraction, which have introduced a heightened risk of an economic downturn and financial instability. To control inflation and ensure the stability of our people's livelihoods, we are managing these issues at the source and working to stabilize the prices of water, electricity, oil, natural gas, and other staples and critical raw materials, expending every effort to reduce overall price fluctuations. We have also strengthened our mechanisms for responding to instability in financial markets. Through effective policies and government spending, we will boost our investments in next-generation infrastructure and talent cultivation, creating more job opportunities and upholding our economic growth momentum. In terms of industrial development, we must respond forcefully to the accelerating restructuring restructuring of global supply chains. We must speed up our efforts to promote the development of our 6 core strategic industries while continuing to consolidate our advantages in the semiconductor sector. I want to specifically emphasize one point to my fellow citizens and the international community, which is that the concentration of the semiconductor sector in Taiwan is not a risk, but is the key to the reorganization of the global semiconductor industry. We will continue to maintain Taiwan's advantages and capacity in leading-edge semiconductor manufacturing processes and will help optimize the worldwide restructuring of the semiconductor supply chain, giving our semiconductor firms an even more prominent global role. To improve our ability to respond to economic shocks, we will also work to ensure that the security of our critical infrastructure, so that in the case of any emergency, we will still be able to maintain the normal functioning of our industrial sector and society through the effective allocation and stable supply of key goods. And to further integrate with the international community, we are comprehensively pursuing cooperation and exchanges with new southbound policy countries and states across the Indo-Pacific, as well as with Central and Eastern Europe. Through collaboration in cutting-edge technologies, reciprocal investment, financial support, and other means, we are building more resilient global supply chains and distribution networks.
Moreover, we will keep in step with global efforts to respond to extreme weather events. This past March, we published Taiwan's pathway to net zero emissions in 2050 and sent a draft of our Climate Change Response Act to the Legislative Yuan for review. This is about more than Taiwan's promises to the international community. It is our collective responsibility to future generations. Being a resilient nation is not just about being able to address economic risk. Social resilience is equally important. A resilient society needs to be built upon a foundation of economic equality. These past few years, we have raised salaries, cut taxes, and increased benefits to reduce the burden of our people, putting into practice our commitment to care for disadvantaged groups. Strengthening and building out our social safety net has been a focus of our policy implementation. We continue to increase our emergency response, rescue, and healthcare capabilities as we hope to provide our citizens with more comprehensive care. Over the 2 years and more of fighting the pandemic, we have seen the members of Taiwan's medical and public health network demonstrate their experience and ability in responding to crisis. Let me take this opportunity to ask you all once again to give our nation's hardworking healthcare workers a big round of applause. To further enhance our resilience and better respond to future challenges, we will work to maintain sufficient medical staffing levels while increasing reserve capacity at hospitals. We will also continue to strengthen emergency response systems across our healthcare network, improving Taiwan's ability to address all potential health risks. Earthquakes are a common occurrence in Taiwan. Over the past few years, our government has been rebuilding and renovating schools, bridges, and roads to enhance the earthquake resistance and strengthen the resilience of our public infrastructure. To respond to sudden disasters, we will also consolidate our nation's emergency shelter resources, bolster our civil disaster preparedness and evacuation capabilities, and raise the public's mental resilience so that it can respond promptly and calmly in face of disaster. To address the challenges of a low birth rate and an aging society, we have significantly and consistently increased annual spending on social services in an all-out effort to build a friendlier environment for raising children. We have increased birth subsidies and child care allowances and have significantly expanded the availability of affordable childcare and preschool. We are also rapidly expanding long-term care services. We are actively building social housing, promoting our subletting management scheme, expanding rent subsidies, raising employment injury insurance coverage and protections, and improving the insurance and pension system for citizens in the agriculture and fisheries sectors. These are all part of our efforts to look after every group in need. In addition, we continue to put resources towards setting up community mental health centers where we are adding staff and developing services tailored to local communities so that citizens can find the help they need where they need it. Social welfare expanding in this year's budget is over 600 billion NTD and will exceed 7 billion NTD next year, setting another all-time high. Continually strengthening our social safety net and ensuring help for all who need it is a duty that our government must fulfill. Aside from issues of national governance, building democratic resilience is key to safeguarding Taiwan. Our primary task in this regard is to make our commitment to a free and democratic system an unbreakable national consensus. In a democratic society, we can have different positions and we can debate with one another, but we should unanimously and resolutely stand behind our free democratic system no matter how much external pressure we face. Next to that is the task of improving transparency and our ability to identify disinformation. Taiwan is one of the countries most targeted by information warfare, a non-traditional security threat that persistently interferes with the functioning of our democratic system. In facing infiltration and attempts at sabotage by external forces, we must respond with a more transparent and democratic approach. For instance, during the pandemic, the regular press conferences held by our Central Epidemic Command Center have helped our public stay on top of the latest information, reduce panic, and prevent disinformation from affecting public confidence in our pandemic response. Going forward, we will continue to strengthen fact-checking mechanisms targeting disinformation, enhance the transparency and accessibility of information, and help our people more effectively distinguish fact from fiction to neutralize the threat of information warfare. The other part of this work is to continue deepening Taiwan's international cooperation and close ties with democratic allies. As the expansion of authoritarianism has gradually come to threaten the global order, friends from across the world have traveled to Taiwan to express their heartwarming support. In fact, Taiwan is now receiving more international attention than ever before. The Republic of China, Taiwan, has become an important global symbol of democracy and freedom. The international community fully understands that upholding Taiwan's security means upholding regional stability and democratic values. The destruction of Taiwan's democracy and freedom would be a grave defeat of the world's democracies. Our democracy is not just about defining Taiwan's international role for the rest of the world. It is our core strategy for strengthening Taiwan's social resilience. Over the past few years, we have stepped up defense reform and increased our defense budget each year in order to strengthen our national defense capabilities and resilience. Through our actions, we are sending a message to the international community that Taiwan will take responsibility for our own self-defense, that we will not leave anything to fate, and that we will work with our allies to jointly maintain security and stability in the region. As part of this effort, we are ramping up the mass production of precision missiles and high-performance naval vessels. In addition, we are working to acquire various small, highly mobile precision weapons that will help us develop comprehensive asymmetric warfare capabilities, ensuring that Taiwan is fully prepared to respond to external military threats. Our domestic efforts to build aircraft and ships have achieved significant results in recent years, with our indigenous submarine project also progressing as planned. 2 weeks ago, Taiwan's first domestically developed and constructed 10,000-ton landing platform dock, Yushan, was officially delivered. And just earlier, you saw our Brave Eagle advanced jet trainers flying overhead. These are the results of our concerted efforts to enhance our military capabilities. I want to thank all of our military personnel for working with us to overcome all manner of challenges and for making hard-earned progress in advancing our defense self-sufficiency. To ensure that our national defense is truly comprehensive, we also established the All-Out Defense Mobilization Agency to bolster our military training capacity and refine reserve training programs, increasing the readiness of our reservists by giving them access to equipment and weaponry similar to that used by our active duty troops. Forming a military force that can effectively respond to the demands of modern warfare and building an overall mobilization capability that integrates the military and the public are issues that demand our immediate attention. We must ensure that our preparations, supplies, and personnel can be resiliently, accurately, and promptly deployed to address any situation, whether in times of peace, disaster, or war. But most importantly, we must all rally around a common purpose and broaden public awareness of our self-defense needs. Protecting our territory and safeguarding our nation has never been the work of the military alone. Every citizen is a guardian of our nation. In recent times, we have seen Taiwanese of all ages and genders, including young parents, senior citizens, and students without military experience, take it upon themselves to participate in classes on community defense, first aid, and information awareness. This is the true meaning of collective participation in national defense. Peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait is the basis for the development of cross-strait relations. It is regrettable that in recent years, the Beijing authorities' escalation of their military intimidations, diplomatic pressure, trade obstructions, and attempts to erase the sovereignty of the Republic of China Taiwan have threatened the status quo of peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait and the region. During the past 73 years, the people of Taiwan have lived and grown together on this island and have formed our own strong sense of identity and belonging. The broadest consensus among the Taiwanese people and our various political parties is that we must defend our national sovereignty and our free and democratic way of life. On this point, we have no room for compromise. The differences between two sides of the strait stem from historical factors as well as from our divergent experiences in democratic development. The Beijing authorities should not make any misjudgment on account of Taiwan's vigorous democratic system. They must not mistake that there is room for compromise in the Taiwanese people's commitment to democracy and freedom, and thus attempt to divide Taiwanese society by exploiting the fierce competition between our political parties. This way of thinking and acting is of no benefit to cross-strait relations and will only push our two sides further from each other. I want to make clear to the Beijing authorities that armed confrontation is absolutely not an option for our two sides. Only by respecting the commitment of the Taiwanese people to our sovereignty, democracy, and freedom can there be a foundation for resuming constructive interaction across the Taiwan Strait. We look forward to the gradual resumption of healthy and orderly cross-strait people-to-people exchanges after the loosening of border restrictions on both sides, thereby easing tensions in the Taiwan Strait. Provided there's rationality, equality, and mutual respect, we are willing to work with the Beijing authorities to find a mutually agreeable arrangement for upholding peace and stability in the Taiwan Strait. This is our shared responsibility. My fellow citizens, the greatest duty for all of us living on this island is to do everything we can to give the next generation a better country and to give the world a better Taiwan. Greater economic growth for Taiwan means more complete and resilient global supply chains. A more secure Taiwan means a more peaceful and prosperous region and the world. And a more democratic Taiwan means a stronger global democratic alliance. This is the years-long road we have traveled from a darker time to a brighter future. Though it has been a difficult road, those difficulties have shown us what it means to be Taiwanese. And have helped us see what Taiwan means to the world. Today's Taiwan is democratic, free, prosperous, and culturally diverse. Not only has Taiwan become a focus of global attention, but our people have come together around a shared determination to safeguard our homeland. Today, saying I am Taiwanese is a statement of honor and an expression of pride. My fellow citizens, we are all family. Let us stand on the world stage with courage, determination, and confidence. Let us make Taiwan a Taiwan of the world, and let us give the world an even better Taiwan. I wish all the best to the Republic of China. I wish all the best to Taiwan. Thank you all very much.
Chairman, please invite the President to take her seat. Chairman Yu, please take your place. Chairman Yu, please take your place on the podium. Music. This concludes the ceremony. We thank the ROC Joint Military Marching Band and Honor Guard for assembling for us. You may depart now. Next, we will be seeing Apache helicopters. They are the most advanced attack helicopters and can be equipped with all kinds of air-to-ground weapons. With their excellent functionality and long-bow fire control radar, they can destroy any tanks. The 5 Apache helicopters will fly over the stage at 40 nautical miles per hour in a precise V formation. The Apache helicopters can also overcome all kinds of terrain obstacles. They are perfect for emergency situations.
即便大家演出的经验丰富，对于在国家生日的这一天
Even
表
though our
演，
performers are very experienced, they are still very nervous about performing at National Day today. This August was especially hot, and they practiced under the heat. All of this was to provide excellent performances on National Day.
请大家看向总统府正上方。
Please look above you.
请大家为我们的飞行员及机队
Please
掌
give
声
our
鼓励。
pilots a warm round of applause. Good morning, everyone. Hello, my name is Naomichi. My father is from Shizuoka, Japan, and my mother is Taiwanese. Good morning, everyone. I'm Lawai Fudula. I'm from the Amis, or Pangzak tribe in Dulan, Taidong. Do you know what is special about us? I represent the friendship between Taiwan and Japan, and you represent the indigenous community. It's just like in the song we just heard. Even though we have different backgrounds, Taiwan is our home. That's so true. Taiwan is our home. Just now, when the helicopters flew over the stage, it was so exciting. So tell me, do you know who is going to perform for us next? A lot of people are looking forward to their performance. This year, the General Assembly of Chinese Culture and the Japan-Taiwan Exchange Association has invited the Kyoto Tachibana Senior High School Band. Because they wear orange-colored uniforms, they are fondly nicknamed the Orange Devils. They are famous all over the world. Yesterday, we all saw their rehearsals, which were very exciting. Now, let's welcome the orange-clad boys and girls who have the motto, always full of energy, smiles, and dreams.
皇后の皆様、ありがとうございました。
同学们的演出真的是太可爱了。
What a lovely performance. Let's give another round of applause to thank the Kyoto Tachibana Senior High School Band for flying from Japan to join us. Through their amazing performance by these high school students, to help us celebrate Taiwan's National Day, we hope that the world can see just how strong the friendship is between Taiwan and Japan. We thank once again the Kyoto Tachibana Senior High School Band, as well as China Airlines, the Grand Hotel, and Caesar Park Hotel Taipei for showing such great support and further deepening the cordial relations between Taiwan and Japan. In fact, this year, in addition to the performance we just saw, next up, we will see the performance, which is the parade by the Japan-R.O.C. Diet Members Consultative Council, an alliance of cross-party parliamentarians, and the Taiwan-Japan Parliamentary Amity Association.
日华议员恳谈会由会长吴维斯带领。
This parade consists of 19 members of the Japan-R.O.C. Diet Members Consultative Council, led by Chairman Furuya Keiji and Japan's cross-party parliamentary delegation. Also present are members of the Taiwan-Japan Parliamentary Amity Association, which was established 30 years ago. These two groups demonstrate the camaraderie shared between Taiwan and Japan over the last 50 years. The Taiwan-Japan Parliamentary Amity Association has received cross-party support since its establishment in 1992. Over the years, its rank have continued to grow, and it currently has 95 members. Let's give them a big round of applause. They are holding the Japan flag and the Taiwan flag, demonstrating our good friendship. The Taiwan-Japan Parliamentary Amity Association is an important window for the Japan-R.O.C. Diet Members Consultative Council. It's inclusive and listens to the voice of Taiwan's 4 major political parties. It has 4 vice presidents who come from the Democratic Progressive Party, the KMT, Taiwan People's Party, and New Power Party. This shows cross-party support for Taiwan-Japan friendship. The parliamentarians just showed thumbs up for our president. That was so touching. Established in 1973, the Japan-R.O.C. Diet Members Consultative Council has facilitated substantive exchanges with Taiwan in politics, the economy, culture, education, and tourism. On August 23rd this year, President Tsai Ing-wen met with some of its members, highlighting the values of democracy and freedom shared by our countries. We are also each other's security partners and will continue to cooperate to jointly ensure the peace and stability of the region. Over the years, Taiwan and Japan have enjoyed a solid partnership based on the spirit of a friend in need is a friend indeed. There is a new popular saying in Taiwanese, if Taiwan has a problem, Japan has a problem. The efforts of These two groups help further build up our bilateral relations. They facilitate mutual assistance and cooperation between Taiwan and Japan in such areas as industry, government, academia, and civil society, making our earnest partnership even stronger. We thank Chairman Furuya and the attending members of the Japan-R.O.C Diet Members Consultative Council and the Taiwan-Japan Parliamentary Amity Association for helping the friendship between Taiwan and Japan continue on. Next on our schedule is a work arranged by the Taiwan Street Dance Culture Promotion Association and executed by the Mugen Dance Troupe. The wind instrument marching band of Stella Matutina Girls High School, which has won gold medals twice, has been especially invited to partake. By coincidence, the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris will include breakdancing. Mugen has created a spectacular new program, the first to combine street dance with a wind instrument marching band, demonstrating the spirit of solidarity in the field of arts. Lawai, this next program makes me so proud because I'm from Taichung, and the next performance is put together by 300 performers from Taichung, including students from 19 high schools and vocational schools, as well as professional dancers. They're here today to celebrate the National Day. In order to bring out their best performance, the team and students practiced during the weekends and got better and better each time. This will surely be a wonderful and unforgettable memory for these young students. Now, let's all enjoy their grand performance. This performance comes in 6 parts, representing the evolution of breakdancing. Combining different dancing styles, this piece symbolizes the spirit of inclusiveness and diversity in Taiwan's social development. Now, may I present Dancing for Solidarity and a New Vision for the Future. Now entering is the wind instrument marching band of Stella Matutina Girls High School. Most of them are 7th to 9th graders, the youngest among this year's marching bands. First up on the stage is the Heichao Dance Company, the pioneer of street dance in Taiwan. Heichao Dance Company was founded by Jiang Mingliang in 1984.
On the two sides, the young students are now dancing in a double 10 formation. Their vibrant energy combined with the music of the wind band exemplify Taiwan's enthusiasm for culture and arts while celebrating National Day. I'm sure a lot of you remember the 五等奖, which is a long-lasting singing competition TV show in Taiwan. And look at them! The vibrant rhythm and their brisk walk symbolize Taiwan's remarkable transformation into a liberating, energetic, and colorful nation. Now on the stage is the HRC Dance Studio led by Gang Yi. They're mixing R&B and hip-hop to recreate the ambience of the 90s. The wind band is also marching to the music. Two styles of performance in one segment of music, elegant and playful in the same time, just like Taiwan. The energetic students are now dancing in an arrow formation. They are forming sound waves to accompany the dancers on the stage. Together, they want you to feel the excitement and joy of our National Day celebration. Street dance has come a long way and evolved into what we're seeing right now. The skillful and sophisticated new wave hip-hop. Now on the stage is Magita Dance Company led by Rex. With electronic dance music and dynamic movements, they're giving us an intense visual feast. Wow, one of the male dancers just did a forward somersault. Unbelievable. The students are now doing a robot dance to complement the electronic music and the dancers on the stage. Now on the stage are award-winning dance companies Fun2 Art and Flying Space. Dancers flying up in the air symbolize Taiwan's unstoppable upward growth. The wind band is playing and circling around the stage, symbolizing the spirit of solidarity of the Taiwanese people. These dance moves show us that with solidarity, we will be successful in anything we do. Breakdancing will be officially included in the 2024 Summer Olympics and become an international competitive sport. We are all looking forward to it. Professional dancers in Taiwan are also performing internationally. I am sure that we can count on them to make Taiwan proud in the 2024 Olympics. The students clapped with their bodies and shouted out loud to showcase Taiwan's vibrant energy. The beautiful indigenous music you hear in the background right now sends blessings and wishes. In the last segment, all the dancers and the marching band will all dance together to bring out a joyous atmosphere. Let us all work together to better Taiwan and root for Taiwan. Let's be proud and let the world know that we are from Taiwan. The students now are wearing different colors representing Taiwan's national flag to wish our nation a very happy birthday. The dancers on stage will form the 12 sunbeams of our national emblem. Now, let us all wish the Republic of China Taiwan a happy birthday. A very big round of applause for our performers. Let's thank them for their exciting performance. All of our performers have been preparing for months for today's performance. Now, please join me in giving them a warm round of applause to thank them. Let's thank the association and the students and teachers of the schools in Taichung for their concerted effort. They have spent their weekends practicing in the heat. In a moment, the Thunder Tigers acrobatics team will fly 5 planes over the presidential office in a V formation and have smoke trailing in 3 colors, just like our national flag. Dear guests, please look up at the sky. Ladies and gentlemen, please wave to our pilots and thank them for their exhilarating performance. This concludes the Republic of China 2022 National Day Celebration Ceremony. We appreciate the presence of the President, Vice President, and distinguished guests. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise. Thank you for joining us, President Tsai. Thank you, President Tsai. Thank you, Vice President Lai. Thank you, Chairman Yo. We appreciate all guests for attending today's ceremony. And thank you to all guests from home and abroad, our staff members, officials, performers, military and police personnel. Thank you all for your service. Guests in the central area and plazas, please exit following the instructions in your pamphlet. I'm Lawai Fudo. I'm now Amity. Thank you for being with us today. 2022 National Day celebration will now conclude. Happy birthday, the Republic of China. See you next year.